No, there's the land. Have you seen it? It's the cussedest land that I know. From the big dizzy mountains that screen it to the deep death-like valleys below. Some say God was tired when he made it. Some say it's a fine land to shun. Maybe, but there's some who would trade it for no land on earth. And I'm one.
And here we are. We have a welcome to the Yukon broken window and a section of dusty road.
This is coming into Teslin in the Yukon.
It's 11:05 and in Whitehorse, and it's really quite light out. After the railway was completed from Skagway to Whitehorse in 1900, people could take steamboats like the SS Klondike to the goldfields in and around Dawson City. Trips downriver to Dawson City would take about 1.5 days. Trips upstream back to Whitehorse could take as many as 4. Boats like this could burn as much as 2 cords of wood every hour.
And hope that they reach shore.
That's second class, you say?
And also on the video as well, when you see the paddle wheel going to see that type of at the first level. So now we're in the engine room, and this is often referred to as the muscles of the whole operation. So usually a chief and a second engineer would work in this room. And really what happens is the steam comes through that major pipe we saw earlier, and it's split by the splitter valve. So the steam goes right into 2 525 horsepower jet condensing engines. Now you're probably looking at the room thinking, well, that's really small. But again, the Klondike never expected that many women and children, especially women and children. So
glaciation, so much of the world's water was consumed that sea levels dropped by more than 100 meters. The result of this phenomenon was the exposure of the Earth's continental shelf. This connected North America with Asia, the ice-free land we call Beringia. Beringia escaped glaciation because it lay in what is known as a rain and snow shadow. Over thousands of years, great quantities of rain and snow fell in the St. Elias Mountains and similar ranges in Alaska and Siberia. As a result, the land beyond the mountains received very little precipitation, leaving the area of Beringia dry.
I can't get over that. Girl slow.
More than one placer miner in the Yukon, while spraying water trying to uncover gold, has instead uncovered fossils hidden since the Ice Ages. The woolly mammoth lived in Beringia about 12,000 years ago. The White Pass and Yukon Railway joined Skagway, Alaska on the ocean to Whitehorse, Yukon Territory. After the steamboat, it was the airplane that helped open up the north.
Here we are, near the town of Carmacks, north of Whitehorse. We'd stopped at the Braeburn Lodge for a little bit of a cinnamon bun. Can you just sort of hold it up and show us its size?
It's
Yeah.
the size of a small bun cake.
Well, we have to eat now. Goodbye. Okay, we're looking north. We're almost halfway between Whitehorse and Dawson City. And this is typical scenery of the countryside. Five Finger Rapids is on the Yukon River, and it posed a hazard to the paddle wheelers when they went between Whitehorse and Dawson City. So roughly we're following the Yukon River. We have just gone past Pelly Crossing, crossing the Pelly River, which flows into the Yukon. Guess who we found cycling in the rain?
Hi, Keith. Found us.
Yeah,
Are we drowned?
pretty much.
You're almost the only cyclist on this.
We love these thunder showers
Yeah, I
because
bet you do.
they do end. This is
Yeah.
a pattern the locals told us.
Yeah,
It's been kind of threatening clouds all day,
yeah,
but sunny, and then it'll cloud up and rain like stink for about 2 hours here,
yeah.
and then clear again. That's what we did yesterday. What else is there? One small tent and an awful lot of this stuff. A crate, a case of off. Nice looking video camera. Look at her smile. You in? Okay, what are we? 139? Okay,
Fighting off the mosquitoes.
let's give her. We ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're off.
Good luck.
We'll see you hopefully again in Whitehorse.
Hopefully.
Cinnamon bun time.
Bye-bye.
Trip, okay, bye. Thanks again.
Keith and Matthew started their ride from Dawson City after they had visited Inuvik and Tuktoyaktuk. They cycled all the way to Skagway, where they then did the Chilkoot Pass trail, and then took the ferry from Skagway back to Bellingham, and then they cycled home.